we're going to go over our confluences. Okay. So confluence list. So first we have liquidity sweep. Liquidity sweep. What is a liquidity sweep? When price takes out a prominent drawn liquidity or any type of liquidity. Okay. Next we have the fair value gap. What else do we have? Well, what is a fair value gap? It is when two candlesticks wicks don't overlap. We have a large imbalance. Number 3, inverse fair value gap. What is that? The opposite. It's when the fair value gap gets disrespected, aka inversed. 4, break of structure. What is a break of structure? When price trends, I'll actually draw it out for you guys real quick. So we're in a downtrend, right? Let's pretend we're like this. When price breaks the previous high or low, changing the overall market structure. It's called a market structure shift, I guess you can say. The market structure shifts to a bearish or a bullish trend, depending on the break of structure. Thank you for joining my WAP, sir. The next step that we'll be having is order block. What is an order block? Well, actually, let's bring that guy back real quick. OB, order block. It is simply the leg down that causes a liquidity sweep. So let's say right here, this causes a liquidity sweep, causes an order block, we get a bullish reaction out of it. I'm sure you guys can kind of see the model coming together now. Okay, what do we have next? SMT. We usually call it SMT divergence, but people just like the short form version. SMT divergence. What is an SMT? Let's just say this whole entire thing is ES, or rather NQ, sorry. And this is what ES looks like. Let's say we have the same drawn liquidity. Doesn't get taken out, but it gets taken out on NQ. As an SMT divergence. Now, I'm sure that's all. So this right here is quite literally the model. You're kind of looking at it. This is how you structure a trade off of it. So and then this could also be like a fair value gap as well. See, now this is an absolute S tier model. The best model in the freaking game. We target prominent highs. Boom, baby. This is the beauty right here. So we have all of our confluences in check. And out of all these confluences, with SMT as an exception, because it just makes the model better, I want you to pick 3 of them. Okay, so liquidity sweep is a must, first of all. You need a liquidity sweep in most of your trades. You don't need an SMT, but it makes it better. So out of break of structure, order block, because break of structure is if you're only looking for really reversals. If you already know what trade structure you're in, it doesn't matter. Order block, fair value gap, inverse fair value gap. I want you to pick the one that you see the most, the one that works for your eyes. Because honestly, you can get profitable with the most simple things. It's the whole point of trading, to keep it simple. So I want you to go ahead and pick these and see which ones work for you the best. Okay, but let me kind of break down this model for you and how it works. It's pretty simple. We have drawn liquidity down here. We have price trending down. Oops, where did I said trend line. Oops. Price trending down. And then what do we have? Liquidity sweep. That's confluence number 1. What do we have out of that liquidity sweep? This is so perfect. Out of this liquidity sweep, we have a fair value gap. Let's just say, okay, so this is multiple versions of it. Let's say we have an inverse fair value gap. Boom, right? Or we have a fair value gap. Boom. Or if it's viable, we have an order block. Boom. And then we have a break of structure. Boom. Right? And then if you even if you have an SMT at the lows, even better. Target prominent high or imbalance. There you go. Let's look for some examples. So I'm going to keep this confluence list up here just so you guys remember what we'll be using. Let's anchor that guy over there. Liquidity resting here. We have an order block here. How do we know it's an order block? Liquidity right here got taken out. Right? So this liquidity got taken out by this leg. So you mark it out. It kind of got tested a little bit here, but we do have some resting liquidity right there. Right? Price comes back down, taps into the order block again, and takes out this liquidity. What do we have next? A structure break. Now we're in an uptrend, right? Right here. Take our long position tool, set it. There's a lot of different places you can set it. I'll get into setting stop losses and take profits in a more detailed manner. Why is my light? Whatever. And then you want to target next area of reversal, right? Which is going to be your prominent highs because we're in an uptrend. We don't really have no reason to keep going down, right? Takes a while, but we got there. Boom. Just like that. That's an example of the model working out right there. I'm honestly not going to go through the model a million times because I go through literally freaking recap videos every single freaking day. And you guys have studied the model. I want you guys to go and actually find it yourself. Dude, why isn't I? Go and find the model yourself. Go and test it out. Go and see which confluences work for you out of these ones. And go and try it, bro. Don't be afraid. And that's it. This video isn't meant to be long. I'm sure you guys are eager to jump to it. So go ahead. Go do it. Take some paper trades and see how you guys do. Backtest your stats. Track it. Anything you need, guys.